government staff, or public safety officials prior to the beginning of the performance. Thank you. Por su seguridad, por favor, ponga atención al siguiente anuncio. Tome un momento antes del inicio del espectáculo para localizar su salida de emergencia más cercana. En caso de emergencia, siga las instrucciones del personal de distrito escolar. Si necesita ayuda especial con los procedimientos de emergencia, por favor, avise al personal de distrito o a los elementos de seguridad antes de que inicie el espectáculo. Gracias.
be seated. Good evening. I am Christina Waugh, the very proud principal of the Ann Richards School for Young Women Leaders. I'd like to welcome everyone to our 2022 commencement ceremony. This is a time of joy and celebration. To honor all of our stars, I ask that you refrain from air horns and noisemakers during the ceremony so that we can hear everyone's name as they are announced and we can celebrate each and every senior. Thank you. We will begin with our ceremony with our senior class officers, Kayla Pickens and Angie Medina, President and Vice President of the senior class of the Ann Richards School for Young Women Leaders. Kayla?
Good afternoon. I'm Kayla Pickens, Senior Class President.
Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the Texas Pledge. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance.
Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please remain standing and help me welcome seniors Cedar Taves, Leah Thorley, who will be singing the national anthem.
Thank you, and please be seated. As we begin tonight, I would like to point the audience's attention to the 21 seats left empty behind our graduates this evening. These seats represent the 21 students and staff that lost their lives last week. The class of 2022 wanted to honor and recognize them tonight. The thing that brings me hope is that our graduates sit right in front of those seats. They are leaders, they are activists, and they will bring light and change the world. Austin ISD and the Ann Richards School community stand with the families, students, and staff of Robb Elementary School and the entire Uvalde community during this difficult time. To honor the precious lives lost, we will observe a moment of silence as we keep the community very close in our thoughts. Thank you. At this time, I am honored to introduce our esteemed platform guests as well as campus leaders. From AISD Leadership, AISD Board President, District 6, Geronimo Rodriguez. AISD Board Vice President, District 7, Yasmin Wagner. AISD Trustee, District 1, Leticia Anderson. AISD Trustee, District 5, Lynn Boswell. AISD Trustee, Nolita Lugo. Superintendent of Austin ISD, Dr. Stephanie Elizalde. Chief of Schools, Dr. Anthony Mays. And Associate Superintendent of Secondary Schools, Dr. Laura Stout. And from the Ann Richards School campus, Mr. Eric Heineman, College Advisor. Ms. Ludwig Backstrom, Senior Level Assistant Principal. Class of 2022 Valedictorian, Gina Louise Thibault, sorry. Class of 2022 Salutatorian, Lily Coppin. Peggy Hanley, Executive Director of the Ann Richards School Foundation. Kathy Burrell, ARS Foundation Board Chair. Teresa Alvarez, past ARS Foundation Board Chair. And Berta Fogerson, Chief Academic Officer at the Young Women's Preparatory Network. And at this time, I would like to ask Trustee Rodriguez to address our seniors.
Buenas tardes, es un placer, un honor estar aquí con ustedes y todos los padres que han apoyado a estos estudiantes sobre este año. Good evening. When I thought about what I would share tonight, I thought about what Ann Richards might say to me. And the first thing that came to my mind was, hurry up, spit it out, and speak your heart. Class of 2022. Life has thrown all of us some hard obstacles over this past year. But here's what I know. Where there is grief, there is love. Where there is love, there is hope. And where there is hope, there is faith. And where there is faith, there is peace. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I want to thank you, the parents, the guardians, the family, the friends, teachers, bus drivers, librarians, all of the staff. You are all of the lights in this room who have served our students and our mission this year. It's important to pay attention, be present in the moment, and appreciate where we have been and where we're going. And I want to share a story about being in a hurry. You see, this year I was invited to go to an elementary school and speak during Bilingual Education Week and read a book. And my staff told the elementary school, you know, he's really busy, he's got a tight work schedule, he's only going to be there for a little while and just read one book. And so when I got to the elementary school into the classroom, one of the young students looked at me and said, "Are you the president?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, "My dad's better than your dad, than you." And I said, "Yes, he is." And then another student said, "You look like a grandpa." And I said, I am old. And then one young man came over and said, here, look at what I have. And he had a piece of blue rolled up clay. And I said, let's use our imagination. What do you think this could be? And they said, well, I don't know. And I said, well, why don't we pretend this is a blueberry? Because when I was a kid, I used to pick blueberries. And I was paid 13 cents a pound for these blueberries. And the young boy says, it's not clay, it's Play-Doh. Which, note to self about brands. So that little piece of Play-Doh of blueberry is now in my office as I remember that. And as I sat down to read a book, this young girl came over and gave me a hug and put her head on my shoulder. This is elementary school. And she whispered in my ear, you look like you need a hug. And I did. Did I tell you I was in a hurry? 3 books later, I am thanking the teacher for her service and supporting the students during the last 2 years that have been difficult. And you know what she said to me? She said, no, thank you. I am so grateful for being able to work at Austin ISD and serve these students. You see, she started 2 years ago in the middle of the pandemic, and she chose Austin ISD. And as I walked out of the room with the principal, I thanked him for the service of our teachers and our staff during the last year. And I asked him if there was anything that I could do to be of service. And he said, well, as a matter of fact, we have all these bond projects that need help and attention. And did I tell you I was in a hurry? And after listening to him, I walked towards my car because I was already late, I think, for 1 or 2 meetings. And across the street is the PTA president and one of the parents who waved over. And of course, I had to go over and say hello. And she said to me, Geronimo, it has been really hard this year. It has been incredibly hard. And I said, you know, I'm reminded of this children's book that I used to read to my son. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we have to go through it together, consistent with our mission, vision, and values of this organization, of this school district that believes that every individual is a human being endowed with dignity. And then the mom stepped up and talked. And she says, I am so worried about my child who is transgender in this school, not because this school has done anything wrong, because of the next school, because I'm worried about what they're going to think about them. And then she told me what our staff said. They looked at her and they said, you know what? Tell us what parent or staff is raising an issue, and we will go and talk to them. We will stand up for you. We will speak for you. Did I tell you I was in a hurry? I believe that power is something we participate in, not something that we possess. And we have to listen to those we serve because we need to pay attention, be present in the moment, and appreciate where we have been and where we're going. And today we serve you and Richard School for Young Women Leader Stars, each and every one of you. You know, I was recently on a civil rights trip to Montgomery, Selma, and Birmingham, Alabama. And we met with a person that had been there during that time named Bishop Calvin Wallace Woods, who was there during the student marches where you see the dogs attacking students for raising their voice to change our country. And I'm reminded that each of you has already raised your voices, and I can't wait to see how you change our country. You have already set a record, $25 million in scholarships. Where there is grief, there is love. Where there is love, there is hope. And where there's hope, there's faith. And where there is faith, there is peace. I remember these words from Amanda Gorman, for there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it. And Bishop Wood said to us and to all of you, we need to be the light. We need to believe that we are the light. So I want you to finish my speech. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine. It is now my distinct pleasure at this time to present our superintendent, Dr. Stephanie Elizalde. Dr. Elizalde has been instrumental in guiding AISD the past 20 years. I should say the past 2 years. It just feels like 10 years per year. Dr. Elizalde asks the hard questions and consistently focuses on improving the educational outcomes for every child in AISD. We always enjoy her insightful words, her personal connections, and her vision for the future. And I am so proud to call her our superintendent, our friend, Dr. Elizalde.
Thank you, President Rodriguez. Good evening, and note to self, never follow a speech by a trustee. I'll be very short because no one came to listen to me this evening. Helen Keller once said, "A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn." I'm looking out today at a bunch of young women who have made the turn. In fact, you've gotten really, really good at making turns. Let's think about just a few that you've had over the last 2 years. There was this thing called COVID-19. There were lockdowns. There was virtual learning. There were masks. There were arguments about masks. There was an ice storm. There was no power. There was a boil water notice. Then we all went hunting for vaccine number 1. Then we went to look for vaccine number 2. Back to school during a Delta wave, followed by the Omicron wave. And then there was another boil water notice. But that winding road has led you here today. I can't promise that the road forward will be easy, but I can say for sure that you'll be able to handle whatever life has in store for you. And I'll close with a quote from a book titled Big Panda and Tiny Dragon. "There have been so many difficulties along the path," said Tiny Dragon. "There have," agreed Big Panda. "But we have learned something from each one. And imagine how good the view will be when we reach the top." So, class of 2022, congratulations and enjoy the view.
Thank you, Dr. Elizalde. Thank you, Trustee Rodriguez. At this time, we have a musical performance by the Ann Richards School Band and Orchestra, directed by Mr. Stephen Howard and Alejandra Tiarino. Bravo, thank you very much. The Ann Richards School has many supporters, mentors, and have given us advice and advocacy and shared honest feedback to make us a nationally ranked and model school. I want to thank the Ann Richards Foundation and the Austin Independent School Board of Trustees for their continued support of our stars. I want to recognize our exceptional faculty who commit as a community to our Ann Richards mission. We are this amazing school of leadership, of service, of scholarship, because they are the role models, our guideposts, and the epitome of dedication. Our goal at the beginning of this year was to reconnect our community while staying within the tender gravity of kindness. Job well done, faculty. Ann Richards faculty, please stand so that we can applaud you. Thank you. Parents, you are our allies, our partners in educating your daughters. You have every right to be very proud of this accomplishment today. Please stand so that we can all recognize you. Thank you. I would like to specially recognize 3 staff members whose daughters are graduating with us today. Mara Anderson and daughter Cheyenne Anderson, please stand. Shy, you need to stand and wave to your mom. There you go. Jennifer Fabila and Ramirez and daughter Amaya Fabila Ramirez. Juana Solis and daughter Fatima Pilar. We are very proud to add these stars to our alumni family. Class of 2022, you are an exceptional class. You have been positive role models, caring for each other, your younger sisters, and the world from the time you stepped into our doors. One thing that I have learned in my 34 years of being an educator is that education is reciprocal. Sometimes as educators, we pour into you wisdom, grace, light, and sometimes you pour into us. This class has certainly poured into us and changed us and made us better. I would like to thank you for the legacy that you leave behind. Yes, the balloons, saran wrap, scooters, mechanical bull, they were epic, but I'm talking about the joy you brought, the activism you led, and the problems that you designed for, like more seating, murals that represent our ideals, living walls, chessboards, electric cars, and dog parks, and continuing our traditions. You brought us into community together, so thank you. You also gave your sisters words of wisdom in your senior speeches. You left behind parts of you for everyone else. Cassie talked about having to love yourself first. CLO talked about giving to your community. Carmen and Kate talked about dancing like no one is watching. Aritzi talked about not seeking approval from others. You have to shine for yourself. Alexa talked about the importance of being a team player and never giving up on your dreams. Ivy talked about the time is short unless you devote your heart. Fatima talked about finding confidence, and Nellie talked about running towards opportunities, not away from them. I know that at times over the years that you thought we were purposely torturing you with questions and projects and expectations. I hope you recognize that what we really wanted was to build your confidence, show you that you can do hard things, and for you to find your superpower that was already inside you. All of you entered our school with the freshness of hope and wonder, ready to meet new friends and change the world. My hope is that you will enter college with that same sense of wonder, eagerness, and determination, but instead of the young girls that walked into the Ann Richards School, you will walk into college as young women leaders, knowing yourself, claiming your strengths, and believing with every bit of your heart and brilliant brain that you can and will live your dream. After all, you are Ann Richards stars. At this time, I am pleased to present the Salutatorian of the Ann Richards School for Young Women Leaders, class of 2022, Lily Coppin. Lily is an honors graduate. She will attend Smith College in Massachusetts and is majoring in history. Lily is the daughter of Jennifer Coppin and Andrew Proctor. Proud parents, please stand to be recognized. At this time, I present to you Ann Richards School Salutatorian, Lily Coppin.
Welcome, faculty, family, and friends of the Ann Richards class of 2022. Thank you all so much for joining and supporting us on this very special and very exciting evening. Listening to my fellow stars over the past few years, I've repeatedly heard dreams and longings for this very day, some a bit louder than others. Yet I believe, as we all are seated here together, there's a part in every one of us that is dreading the very moment that we walk across this stage. Now, it may be concerning your heel height or the steep stairs at each end, but most likely, it is that knowledge that this is the very end of the chapter we've all become comfortable with, and a passage into the new, into the unknown. I won't tread into idealizations of our futures, as that is unknown to me, but what I do feel confident in my knowledge of is you. All of the stars I see in front of me, I know you, I care for you, and I believe I am not unique in this connection to my peers. I believe every star in the crowd feels a deep sense of community to the people they are seated next to. All of our pep rallies, all of our group projects, all of the years spent together have fostered a unique bond on our campus that I believe is incomparable to any other school in the district. We've grown up together, have witnessed each other go through growth spurts and emo phases, and have had the pleasure to witness our fellow stars find their true passions, their true purpose, and their true selves. We entered into this environment at different stages of our childhood. Some as 12-year-olds, tasked with navigating through transition camp and finding the perfect all-white sneakers. Others joined us a bit later, adjusting to class handshakes and some special surprises from some of the local wildlife, but still quickly being adopted into friend groups and finding their comfort on campus. From there, we all grew as students while witnessing our potential futures at the universities we visited, and also experienced snippets of independence as we stayed overnight in new cities, feeling full of possibilities and the dining hall food we had stuffed our faces with. As a class, we also evolved while our surroundings changed, with the construction of our new grand campus, and were forced to adapt and to mature, while it felt like the ties of the world around us came apart, which we were forced to observe from our own bedrooms. As outside communities suffered, the one we had all become acquainted to, the one here at ARS, allowed us to persist, as we had stayed true to the commitment that had been ingrained in us since the 6th grade, that we would never leave a fellow star behind. Now, in this present time, we sit together and can see the physical bond that made this day a possibility. The white gowns you wear are a symbol of the friendships you have made, the late nights, the incidents with mute buttons on Zoom, all representative of our history as stars, as the Ann Richards class of 2022, a history and bond that doesn't end here, but will continue to stay with us in this next chapter. As we part ways, I want to repeat some words once said to my class by an eccentric teacher, as I believe they perfectly sum up how I feel about all the people I see before me. You all have ruined my life, as I will never find a group as amazing as you are. I appreciate you all, and will never forget, and hope you won't either, the crowd of shining stars that have and will continue to illuminate you for years to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lily, for those wonderful words, and it pleases me to no end to present this salutatorian plaque for achieving high honors and scholarship. Your commitment to the academic performance is to be commended. It is now my honor to introduce to you the 2022 Valedictorian of the Ann Richards School. To hold this honor requires scholarship, diligence, and perseverance. It is truly an honor to introduce to you a person who exemplifies all of these qualities and so much more. The class of 2022 Valedictorian is Gina Louise Buentipo, an honors graduate. An honors graduate who will attend Duke University. She will be majoring in biomedical engineering and is the daughter of Blanca Lesmes and Benedict Buentipo. Proud parents, would you please stand to be recognized? Please join me in welcoming to the podium Ann Richards School Valedictorian Gina Louise Buentipo.
Good evening. My name is Gina Louise Buentipo, and I feel really grateful to share my final words with you all today. When I went down to the office a little over 2 weeks ago, I was tasked with writing a speech about the future. I tried to think of what I can tell all of you about the future, because to be honest, I think that's all we've been thinking about for a while. It's a concept we have all been obsessing about. But at the same time, I think we're all struggling with living in the present. For the longest time, we have been the voice of the future, advocating for what we believe in, inciting change, and being the movement we want to see. Even when we all applied to this school 7 years ago, we wanted to prepare for college and a career at the age of 12. I think there's a part of us that grew up really quickly because of that. We were incredibly aware of our reality, but also how it would evolve. When technology, including social media like Instagram and Musical.ly, took our generation by storm, we began living through this futuristic time period where taking out our phones to take a picture became a reflex. But somehow, we have still lost sight of what is right in front of us, the people around us, and the world we do live in. Can you remember the last moment you were truly present? Maybe it was yesterday, 30 minutes ago, or 2 years ago. Can you remember everything about it? How hard was it for you to think of something? For me, the last moment that I can vividly recall was Thursday evening, March 12th, 2020. That was 2 years ago. This was the day everything shut down and never really became normal again. I remember everything from that night and the preceding day. The blur of Zoom school, hectic class meetings debating zodiac signs and breakfast foods, and finally coming back to school a year and a half later. We spent so much of our time seeing each other virtually that we were forced to redefine what it means to be present. And no, I don't mean showing up on Zoom with your camera turned off only to be marked present for the class, but actually seeing one another. Being quarantined for so long redefined what it meant for us as a community, as a grade, and as people existing together. We had to learn how to be students again, to be friends again. In that difficult time, we all gained this perspective that any day we could be sent back home, quarantine for our senior year, and live out our final moments of high school online again. So we cherished it. We made friends with anyone in our class, raced on PE scooters in the commons, and tried our absolute best to make any memories. When we spent time together, we became a family. We lived in the present. In the fall, we are all going to embark on a new journey, one without parents, our whole grade, or much familiarity. And it will be uncomfortable. The thought of it alone is. But if we can just live without being concerned about what will happen next, just like we did in COVID, we might find the beauty in mundane interactions. I like to think of this next phase like a playground. There's going to be a bunch of random kids, some might be doing questionable things, and everyone will test the boundaries. You may fall off the monkey bars or get some dirt in your mouth, but you'll live. And if you're open to it, you might find your new people. But if there's anything we've learned, it's that we must experience our life not through a phone camera or someone else, but through our own eyes. Now, I'm going to ask you to join me in mindfulness one last time. We know what the purpose of mindfulness is, so I won't define it to you, but look around you. Look to your left, and look to your right. Notice your friends, our peers we have spent so much time with. Turn around. Look at all of the parents and teachers in the stands. Estamos aquí gracias a ustedes. They are here because of us, and we are here because of them. These are the people you have grown up with, seeing their challenges and their successes. You will never be here again, so relish it. Take a mental picture, because you did it. We did it. Thank you.
Congratulations, Gina. Thank you for being the constant scholar who truly loves to learn and who so compassionately teaches us all. I am honored to present this plaque to you for achieving the highest honor in scholarship. It is time to certify the graduates, class of 2022. Please stand. We're going to wait just a second for Gina and Lily to get there. There we go. Now you're all together. Dr. Elizalde and AISD Board of Trustees, it is now my honor to present the Ann Richards School Class of 2022 to the members of the Board, Trustees, and the Board and the Trustees. To the members of the Board of Trustees and Dr. Elizalde, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the Texas Education Agency, I certify that these candidates have completed all of the requirements as specified by district policy and state law, and I recommend that they be awarded their diplomas and certificates. Yep. Students, you may be seated, and teachers, please direct the first row of students to approach the stage. At this time, we will be awarding diplomas. Mr. Eric Heineman and Luzvik Backstrom will call names for us.
I'm going to do the pacing this way. I'll tap you for pacing. Your shoulder. That's it. Thank you.
Guadalupe Acosta Arroyo. Sofía Mireya Álvarez. Naomi Yasmin Amaya Velázquez. Cheyenne Leona Anderson. Ashley Aragon Lira. Ashlyn Aragus. Ariana Arechiga. Brianna Avilés. Ania Francesca Burr. Gina Luis Buentipo. Abigail Mary Cabrera. Michaela Delin Camacho. Hope Yailin Booker Carpenter. Liliana Casilla Castillo. Galilea Castro Mercado. Rocío Aide Castro Niño. Aretzi Daniela Castro Pozos. Kimberly Evgenie Casares Tranquilino. Alisa Catalín Cisneros. Samantha Cook. Fernanda Anaeli Delgado Prado. Elizabeth Díaz. Crystal Elizabeth Díaz. Lydian Mara Di Donato. Amaya Ashley Favila Ramírez. Alice Antha Gray. Sofía Dominique Gutiérrez. Terry Lee Harvey. Alexa Tlali Huerta. Virginia Sarai Hughes. Ruby Jaimes Piña. Alexandra Lani Jensen. Kayla Shea Johnson. Lucy Amelia Kimber. Lily Grace McGill Cuppen. Cameron Alexis Lopez. Amanda Grace Macias Schreiber. Brianna May Mackey. Amelie Carmen Solé Maldonado. Liliana Marquez. Mónica Enríquez Martínez. Celia Martínez Abarca. María Gloria Martínez Ramírez. Daisy América Martínez Pérez. Sarah Elena Maupin García. Angie Abigail Medina. Milka Tiare Michaca Rodríguez. Brittany Montalbán Rodríguez. Ivy Francis Moore. Kiara Kimberly Morales Mendez. Alexandria Rose Moreno. Giselle Astrid Moreno Diaz. Bella Amelie Mullen Rycrow. Melanie Neri Rodriguez. Isabella Luna Nieri Dietrich. Kaylee McKenna Capolani Nolan.
Layla Ochoa. Alex Celine Ochoa Raso. Tracy Alexis Olea Cervantes. Daniela Palacios Silva. Anastasia Raquel Patino. Sophie Phipps Peliquin. Sabrina Hallie Pena. Amy Caballero. Jacqueline Perez Nieto. Marisol Pike Peters. Kayla Shante Pickens. Fatima Consuelo Pilar Solis. Madeline Grace Pitts. Amy Michelle Portillo Rodriguez. Karen Alexa Pulido Chavez. Jocelyn Abigail Rangel Alvarado. Nelly Rebillar Vergara. Cielo Dexare Reyes Reyes. Trinity Jewel Riley. Georgia Kate Ringstaff. Emily Rodriguez Solis. Kate Romero Ramos. Carla Paula Ruiz. Marlene Ruiz Gorestieta. Isabella Eva Salas. Paula Salcedo Cervantes. Amina Maive Surf Roberts. Mairani Sayonara Serrano. Selena Zafar Sheikh. Cassandra Rain Sufuentes. Grace Emmanuel Cruz Silva. Grace Taucher Slagle. Cassie Rose Sturwald. Tiaja Tamar Stewart. Anya Rowley Talbot. Leah Madeline Thorley. Cedar Lucille Taves. Aaliyah Renee Torres. Nevea Alana Torres. Estrella Marina Trejo Cardenas. Melanie Trejo Salazar. M. Valadez Trujillo. Liz Delaney Vasquez. Areli Ventura. Alice Villarreal. Gray Villarreal. Annika Lynn Villavicencio. Marley Hazel Watts. Alexandra Lillian Weatherford. Violet Louisa Webb. Sanaya Ejene White. Chloe Simone Williams. Nora Lynn Willis. Zoe Alexis Xavier. Jimena Shino Ponce. Elizabeth Renee Zabala Villalobos. Congratulations, class of 22.
If you are a student, faculty member, staff, or alumni of the Ann Richards School for Young Women Leaders, please stand. So at this time, I would invite the class of 2022 to recite the mission statement one last time as we dedicate this to our parents, our teachers, and the audience. The Ann Richards School Graduates, please stay standing. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause for that. Graduates, I know that you will continue to live and breathe our mission statement, keep it alive every day, and let it be a compass to guide you. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right of your mortar board to the left, signifying that you are now Ann Richards graduates. On the count of 3, we are going to celebrate. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations to the Ann Richards graduates, class of 2022. Graduates, graduates, we are going to begin the recessional, so please find a hat and put it on. The Ann Richards staff has set up a star walk in honor of you, family, and friends. Please join us and meet your graduate outdoors in front of the building. Thank you very much for joining us this evening.
AISD TV is Channel 22 on Spectrum and Astound Broadband, Channel 99 on AT&T Uverse. Live streams are also available at AISD.TV, Roku, and Apple TV with the AISD TV app.